One take, nice and easy. Hi everyone. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. So hello. What's up everyone? Come on, it's easy. What's up? What am I clapping for? Oh, it's harder than the trek. What's up everyone? So I'm back from my Sumatran adventure and what a trip it was. So this video is going to be in a bit of a different format to what I typically do. There are a couple of reasons for that. One was a bit of illness on the trek, so I wasn't really able to string a coherent sentence together like I so effortlessly do now. But the main reason being audio. So I had audio issues right from the offset. I'm not sure if it was the humidity, the rain, might just have been the mic connection, but yeah, a lot of the sounds when I returned home realised was not usable. Then about halfway through the trek I fully submerged the microphone into a river whilst crossing a rapid. I've since read the user manual and yeah, you're not meant to do that. So that was the end of the microphone. That also ultimately led to the end of the GoPro, but fortunately it held on to the end of the trek. So all that being said, I'm super excited to share the footage and some of the images from this trip. I'm also going to share some of the stuff I learned on the park and the wildlife, either through my own research before or through quizzing my guide Nanda on the trek. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Gunung Leuser National Park is found on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. The rainforest is big, covering almost 8,000 square kilometres, which is equivalent to 1,120,448 football pitches, or 97,560,795 badminton courts. It's the only place in the world apart from zoos where you can find elephants, rhinos, tigers and orangutans. That's a pretty niche claim, but it's quite a selection of animals that live there. Now there's a few gateways into the national park. By far the most popular and established is Bukit Lawang, a small village 4 or 5 hours drive north from Medan, the island's capital. This village is pretty much set up for tourism. It's full of guest houses, shops and restaurants. There's over 100 certified forest guides operating out of the area. As you find everywhere in Indonesia, the locals are super friendly, smiley and accommodating. You'll find kids playing in the streets and in the river, and there's even some talented singers performing local concerts. I spent a week trekking in the forest here. The wildlife is unreal. In addition to the big four of elephant, rhino, tiger and orangutan, there are gibbons, monkeys, sun bears and pythons, to name a few. George, Sarah and Simon. There's also 350 species of bird. Now that's a lot of birds. In 2002, the Orangutan Rehabilitation Centre here closed. The animals were reintegrated into the wild and are still monitored by the park rangers. Today the animals are free roaming, though those who are released from the centre and the young do tend to stay fairly close to the area, as this is where they feel safest. As a visitor, this means you've got a good chance to find the orangutans and see them in their natural habitat. Baby orangutans will stay with their mothers until they're 7 or 8, meaning a mature female will only give birth every 8 or 9 years, saving themselves money and stress by not raising multiple children at the same time. With the trek well underway, we moved through the forest, and I quickly impressed my guide Nanda with my ability to spot and identify the local wildlife. So it is hidden.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Oh wait, no, what's
Squirrel,
that? It's a squirrel.
Yes.
Oh, fuck's sake. I did see a bird fly in there. Now this orangutan gave me a look that seemed to say, "Max, you're a bloody good guy, and although I do have opposable thumbs, I'm not far evolved enough yet to own and operate a smartphone or computer. But if I did, I'd definitely hit like and subscribe to your channel, and suggest everyone watching does the same." Wow, those orangutans really don't mince their words. A couple of times we spotted white-handed gibbons swinging in the trees. We quickly apologised and looked away. I'm not one to judge on how they keep the romance alive in their relationships. There are 3 apes in Gunung Leuser: the white-handed gibbon, the semi-yang, a large black-furred gibbon, and of course the orangutan. The orangutan, however, is the only great ape. The 2 gibbons would probably be considered good apes or okay apes, depending on who you ask. The national park is mountainous. 40% is over 1,500 metres above sea level, a distance which, if laid flat, took world record holder Hicham El Garouge 3 minutes and 26 seconds to run in 1998. We were very much in the lowlands, the preferred habitat of orangutans. However, the landscape was rugged, with steep forested hills dropping into valleys carved by rivers. As we neared the first camp, the rain began to set in and we encountered one female orangutan shortly before dark. For truly wild orangutans, it would be rare behaviour to come down to the ground, though this was such an amazing encounter and enjoyed one final moment before she disappeared off into the forest. Our first night was spent in one of the permanent camps set up to serve one of the most popular activities, which is shorter 2-day, 1-night treks. As we moved further into the forest in the following days, we would use temporary bamboo frames to put a tarp over for our shelter. They'd always be by a river or stream with a pool deep enough where we could take a much needed wash after hiking all day in 100% humidity. We would walk under towering hardwood trees, following ridges in the hills and descending to cross valleys. My guide Nanda would always be scouting the trees looking for any sign of wildlife. It's always right at the end, isn't it? We're just by the river and I just rested my hand on this fella. Load of its spiky kind of spines in my hand, but it's okay. More consistent than an English train service, the rain would arrive by late afternoon or early evening every day. By then, we would usually be settled in our camp for some tea and dinner. If the rain relented, I'd go out and explore a bit with the camera. The next few days we followed tributaries to the main Bohorok River, the streams often becoming deeper and faster as we went. We'd take breaks on little beaches for fruit, and the cooks enjoyed super strength cigarettes before carrying their heavy packs through the terrain with ease. Showing me up a little as I progressed slowly with clear lungs and a lighter pack. As we pushed on, we'd see long-tailed macaques retreat into the trees and Thomas leaf monkeys, seen here, which are endemic to this part of the world. occasion, we'd spot telltale signs of elephants where they'd flatten plants to eat fresh leaves and shoots. They also tended to leave behind some other pretty obvious evidence that they'd been there. There's about 2,500 Sumatran elephants left in the wild. I love the feeling of knowing you're in amongst the same habitat as them, although now so rare it'd almost be impossible to see them with your own eyes. Sometimes we'd follow animal trails. You could see the tracks in the crushed foliage and your imagination starts wandering off to encountering one of the rarest animals in the world now, the Sumatran rhino. There's thought to be less than 80 remaining. They're a closer relative to the long extinct woolly rhino than any other living species of rhinoceros, and they grow to only 5 foot tall, the same height as Dolly Parton. We've moved back into the hilly forest from the rivers on the last couple of days. The leeches and mosquitoes seem to grow in force, and Nanda would often opt to use a cigarette to keep them at bay. Now, I'm unsure of the science of this, and I think I can say with some confidence that it really didn't work. We'd sometimes stop to examine termite mounds, ant nests, and a few times we'd see where a sun bear had raided a beehive inside a tree for their honey, making an absolute mess. On our final evening, we came out to the bank of the main Bohorok River, where we had raft back down to Bukit Lawang the following day. Once camp was set, the heavens opened and the rain poured down, the river quickly swelling in size. But before too long the rain relented into a gentle patter, mist lifted through the trees, and we fished for our dinner with bamboo poles and worms. Nanda got us on the board with a catfish.
Woo! Whoa! Woo! Naik!
Fish on!
Kau kan Red, takut kali bang.
Are they spiky?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be careful, yeah?
Catfish, yeah.
And I channeled my inner Jeremy Wade, that over-the-top fish detective from the show River Monsters, and I landed some of the biggest fish these guys have seen in a while. Fish on! Good, good! Hey! With bellies full of fish, rice and fern curry. As with the other nights, we would chill, play cards. Nanda would show off some of his jungle magic, or in other words, card tricks. We'd share some riddles and play some games before calling it a night and having a good sleep. The following day, 4 of us loaded all our luggage and ourselves onto this raft, and after several hours, 2 broken sticks, 1 broken rope, and 1 punctured tube, we made it back in pretty much one piece.